Well, today I'm going to take the truck in and get the free oil change at the dealership. Nothing else. Yeah, if they advise me to do some other kind of maintenance, I'll have to decline. Because I already spent too much on the car yesterday. Over $900 more than I was planning to spend. I was just taking the car in to get the battery replaced, and they said I was 2 years overdue for the other maintenance on all the flushes. Was it brake, fluid, flush, coolant, flush, automatic transmission, flush, and something to do with the fuel injectors and things related to that. That was $900 more than I was planning. Yeah. I already calculated that the battery would cost about $400 to do, which I was right. It was $351. So, yeah, today is just a free oil change on the truck. Well, I'm back from getting the oil change on the truck. Free oil change. But they tried to get me to get that same package they sold me yesterday for the car with all the lube changes and the four, whatever they were, brake fluid, coolant, transmission, and the fuel injectors. This time, on the car, they told me I was 2 years overdue. Or was it 4 years overdue? No, 2 years. 2 years overdue. But on my truck, they told me I was 7 years overdue. 7 years overdue. I've only had the truck for 7.5 months. And I bought it new, so how could it be 7 years overdue? Anyway, I didn't get it because I couldn't afford it. And I told them that. And they let it go. They stopped pressuring me when I said that. Yeah, they like to push these other things. That's why they provide the free oil change, because once they got your car in there, they tried to talk you into all the other stuff they want to do. All the other, I know there's some maintenance that should be done, but not 7 years overdue when it was a brand new truck in 7.5 years ago. So anyway, it's done. It didn't cost me nothing today. So that's good. I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the day. It's a nice day. I think I'm going to go through my finances and see if I can come up with the money for what I need to pay when this credit card comes due. We'll see what I got. All right. I'll probably head out to the big pasture sometime today just to take a look at them. And I can use the truck. Well, today is going to be in the 80s, low 80s, or at least upper 70s. It's been that way for a few days now, but as you can see, most of my lemongrass is dead. I can see one plant growing, one stalk, and I'm glad that at least one survived. I'll take them all outside and look through them, see if I can find any others, but all the other ones look dead. And take my, whatever that's called, the sweet potato, I'll take that out and transplant it too. But the aloe vera that stays here, and those that back there, those are weeds mostly. Those are just weeds that grew. Look at the grass, it's growing outside the window. It's growing good out there. Anyway, hopefully that one lemongrass will survive and I can get some more sprouts off of it as it grows. Yeah, I didn't do this right. I tried to pack too many stalks into too small of a container. I got each one of those is in a smaller container, and then I put the small containers in this bigger one here to hold the water. Yeah, that's next time I transplant them, I'm going to plant individual stalks, the ones with the biggest root, and then I can get more. I get more soil inside the. I just didn't have enough soil in the. I had all plant and not enough soil. I think that's why they died. But I did get 2 harvests off of them because they did grow for a little while. Yeah, they grew up good twice, and then after that they just died. Maybe I cut them back too far. Anyway, I want to work on that today since it's warm outside. And I sprayed the garden already too, so that's good. Yeah, that didn't grow good either. That died. I had plenty of soil in those buckets, but I guess I just don't get enough light over here. It's not near a window. So I'll take everything outside. Look at it out there. Well, it's already 74 degrees at 12:30 p.m., so now is a good time to move the lemongrass outside. Well, got all the lemongrass moved out. I'm leaving that because I haven't watered that for a while, but I just watered it. Yeah, those are hard to get up there and water, so with the lemongrass in the way. So, but that's, I guess they can survive the drought. Yeah. So I'll water them now. I'll just leave them where they are. They do pretty well indoors. Yeah. I had to get rid of a bunch of them last year because I had way too many, and they were growing too tall, too long. They had long stems. Anyway, I don't need that much anyway of that. But I need the lemongrass. Yeah, I guess I'll move that sweet potato out, see if I can transplant that too. Even though something's probably going to eat the leaves, it's alright. Let them have it. Well, I'll move everything out from inside the house. Yeah, the ones in the bucket died. But I did get 2 harvests off of them. I got a few bags of. That bird is loud. Hey, look at that red-headed woodpecker on that walnut tree. Yeah, red-headed woodpecker. Oh, what was I? Oh, yeah. I sprayed the garden here the other day. Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So, but luckily this is already clear, and I can clean it up. Oh, the cat Bud's over there hunting something. Yeah, he's trying to catch a mouse or something. Yeah, he's digging. Yeah, he's working on it. Anyway, out of all those lemongrass, there's 2 in the bucket. I tried to salvage too much of it. I need to stop planting. I tried to plant the clumps. I thought that would make it last, make it grow longer, but didn't have enough soil to support the roots or the plants. But I thought I only had 1 survivor, but I got 2. I got a bigger one than this one. That one's the big one on the back side, and there's a smaller one over here. So I got 2 survivors. So I'll plant 1 in this box. I don't know if I want to plant none on the end. I could, but I think I'll plant the 2 right here. Yeah, and I'm going to plant the sweet potato in that box there. The last box I'm using for the garbage. So, yeah. Last year I had sweet potatoes in that area there, but it's too much grass there to work with. I could put some in here. I had lemongrass in there last year too. But I think I'll save that for the kamungai that I'm going to grow. And I think I want kamungai on the end here too. Those are the kamungai plants from the Philippines. I grew them from seed, and then I harvest all the leaves, and I've still got some dried inside the house. And then I took some cuttings and I tried to grow some, but they didn't last long. I don't think they grew at all. That's how they grow them in the Philippines, though. They just cut a piece off and stick it in the ground, and it grows its own root from the stem. Anyway, I'm going to dig those 2 out. Yeah, I'll throw all the other old stuff into my garbage. I got a garbage dump over there for the house garbage, and other debris I plant over there. Since it's in the shade, nothing's going to grow there anyway. Yeah, at least not much. Last year I had the camungai in between all the asparagus, and I don't want to do that this year. It's too hard to control. Yeah, I'll put the camungai on the back side of the lemongrass. I'll have at least 2, and if I can get some more, once it starts growing good, I can take a few root cuttings off of the main clump and spread it out somewhere else, maybe somewhere back there. But right now I'm just waiting for all that grass and weeds to die from my spraying. I smell a skunk. It must be from that dead skunk that I threw over this hill there, but that was back in March or February. I forget when I caught that thing. I think it was March. It's been a while. Anyway, I guess still the odor lingers from the dead one. Okay, let me find those 2 live ones and see if I can get them in the ground. Yeah, out of all those plants, only 2 of them survived. Yeah, but I'm glad I got something. Yeah, actually last year I had like 7. Yeah, 7 survived, but they were really pretty small too. And I had those planted in individual pots. I should have done the same thing. I thought I could start out with more this year, but I wound up getting less. Yeah, I had too many stalks and too much of a root in there. Yeah, not enough dirt. I thought those would grow because they had plenty of dirt under those. But yeah, those I couldn't put near a window. So besides the heat that I provided, lemongrass needs light, and in wintertime there's less light, at least around here. Anyway, I got something out of it, 1 and 2, and I'll transplant that sweet potato. I just had it growing for look. Although sometimes I'd eat the sweet potato leaves too, but I'm not a fan. They eat them in the Philippines though. They like the ones on the end, on the tips of the vines. They like those. But I think their sweet potato is different than what we got here. It's some kind of they got like a white sweet potato, and then they got I don't know if it's yellow, but I know they got a purple one. I think they call that ube. But they also have a white, the old-fashioned sweet potato, or they call it camote there, camote. Yeah. They even have some islands off the coast of Cebu called camote. I think they're even part of Cebu. I think. If they're not part of Cebu, they're Cebu province. They're part of Leyte province. I forget which province they belong to. I thought it was Cebu, but I could be wrong. I know you can get a boat north of Cebu City. There's a town where you can get a boat that goes, and they drive. They boat over there to the camotes. Never been there though. Just seen it on the map. Anyway, the soil is nice and rich from last year. I moved all that manure out here from the barn, and the lemongrass grew real good here last year. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I had 6 big clumps. I guess one of them must have died. Anyway, I had 6 big clumps. 3 in that box in the back, and then 1, 2, 3 here. Yeah, and that's where all this stuff came from. And I harvested a lot. I still got it hanging in the dried up and hanging in the house. I still use it. And hopefully this stuff will keep growing too. Yeah, I'll have to do a better way. I need to get more window space. I'll have to work on that. Anyway, let's get them in the ground. Digging out this culvert here that comes out from the house. Drains off my gutter on the porch. Start digging there, and look at all the ants that came out of that yellow pipe. And I just put that there so I know where to dig, because it always gets covered up. I don't even know if I got water flowing out of there. It's probably clogged up somewhere along the way. But I try to keep this end open. Yeah, look at all the ants, but I'll leave it. I don't mind ants as long as they're not in the house. Ants outside are probably good. Yeah, I figured I'd get a shot from this side first. Yeah, I got some dirt inside that pipe there. I gotta dig it out too. Everything's about maintenance around here now. Trying to keep things working. Okay, let's get them in the ground. Oh, it's hot. I'm not used to the heat. I had to stand in the shade. Yeah, there's a lot of dirt in there. I can only dig so much out. I need a longer tool. Yeah, I think the pipe's clogged up with dirt. Yeah, too many years. Anyway, I got them in the ground. I pulled all the dead stuff out around that one because it was easy to pull out. I got most of that on this one. That's the bigger one, and this is the smaller one. And some of these might still be alive. I'm not sure because I couldn't pull them out without tearing up the other one, the one that's growing. So I just left it. Maybe they'll sprout too. Maybe they'll grow back. Sweet potato. All I gotta do now is water them. I'm tired. I'm not used to working so hard. At least not in the sun. Hey, kitty. Kitty's on my legs again. What you doing down there, bud? He's gonna hunt in the grass. Or just lay down. Yeah. He's tired too. Cattle are out grazing. And in the pond. One cow, she's in the pond, but she's eating off the bank. Yeah, there's one going up the hill. Anyway, I got the sweet potato in and 2 lemongrass in. I gotta water them now. I'm pretty sure all those are dead. And when I emptied those 2 out of those square tubs there, water was pretty wet because I was still watering that one because I knew that one was still alive, so I was watering it. So I guess the others just got waterlogged. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave them. If something grows out of them, I can use it. If not, I'll just throw them away later. They're not in my way. Okay, this job's done. See how they grow. They look like those 2 lemongrass are in pretty good shape. That one's a lot better than that one, but I think they'll both grow good. Yeah, that box in the back, I'll plant some kamungai in there. Before I had it spread out between the couple of them bees are buzzing around me. Yeah, down there. They're chasing each other. Keep losing my train of thought. Yeah, I'm not gonna plant them with the asparagus. I'm gonna keep them separate. Here, I might even plant some down there, but I don't want them too close to the tree, apple tree. They don't grow good there. Yeah, I might plant another sweet potato in there after that grass dies. Unless I decide to pull the grass out, which I wanted the grass to be like a mulch after it dies. Anyway, yeah, I think it's dying. Look at that weed there. That weed is wilted. It's the only one though. The other weeds, well, maybe that one over there is wilting too. The tall ones with the yellow flowers on, they're starting to wilt over there. So, spray's working a little bit. A few more days should look even more dead. Okay, that's all I got to do with this. I still want to go out to the big pasture and check them. Oh, I just thought of something. I bought that grass seed the other day, Monday. Today's Wednesday, and I want to sow some grass seed out there in the big pasture. Yeah, that's what I bought it for. All right, I still got time for that. It's only about 1 p.m. I guess. Still hot though. It's 1:30 p.m. and I decided to go ahead and close this gate so I can let the cattle in behind the house. Yeah, I need a little bit fresh stuff. Yeah, they got some of this stuff to eat here, all the way through here, down around there. When I open that gate, that'll block them from the garden. and the fence on around the garden is turned on. So I don't think they'll bother it too much. And it's running already up here. That's why I'm doing it, because they already started to come up. Yeah, I think they know what I was doing. They saw me over by the garden, so open the gate and they'll probably come right in. Yeah, I knew they'd come in. They like it. They like the grass in here, especially when it's fresh. Oh, I gotta stand under a shade tree. I put that fence up too. There's my neighbor on his John Deere tractor. He's gonna show up over there. Yeah, he's got a hay field down there, alfalfa field. Well, maybe that's not. No, that's not my neighbor. That's the road commissioner. Township road crew. They're going to grade the blade. Oh, look at all the helicopters falling off the maple over there. I can see them. They're all falling off. Yeah, they're going to grade the road. Yeah, the helicopters are flying good today. Hey, bully! You get lost? You better not get out. That time he got out in the front yard. But in here, I took extra measures here. First time I let him in here, he went out underneath that gate, I think. Yeah, that's when there was a single wire then, top wire. Now it's got 2 wires, so he didn't get out last time I let him in here. So I'm gonna give him another try. I'll have to beef up the fence by the front yard too. I need to put another strand of wire there. It's a short span. So. What you got there, bud? Are you trying to catch a bee? Yeah, he's trying to catch them bees. Go ahead. You catch all them carpenter bees you want. Ah, he tried. I don't think you want to eat them though. He tried though. Yeah, I'm worried about that. I only got a single wire there too, but hopefully he won't go through there. Not with all this to eat. Okay, I gotta go on. That's cool off. I won't be long. I'll be needing the air conditioner again. But as long as it stays in the low 70s, I'll just use the fan. Yeah, when it gets up to 80, that's when I got to start using a fan. It's not so much for the heat inside the house, it's for the humidity. Downstairs there, it gets pretty humid because it's like a basement, half basement. Look at them, listen to them munch. Yeah, they'll be in here most of today. I'm debating whether I should go out and to the big pasture or not now. I guess I should stay here and keep an eye on him. Especially him. Yeah, especially you, boy. I don't trust you. You've been on the road twice now. You got out last fall too, but only once. Because there really wasn't that much here to eat, because I kept it mowed all summer. I brought him back in September, so there wasn't much to eat. So I think I only let him in here once, and then when he got out, I didn't let him in again. Because they had plenty of grass down in there, down in that bottom. Yeah, maybe I'll just hang around the house and keep an eye on these guys. They can't get to my garden because of the gate. That's why I put it like that. When it's open, they can't get in the garden, and they got a fence around it. They can eat the edges, but the fence should be on. But right now there's nothing in there except what I just planted. And the asparagus too, of course. All right, bully. Yeah, I'm sure you'd eat the asparagus if you could. Yeah, I can see that maple tree there on top. It's got all those yellow. Those are all those helicopter seeds. Yeah, there's plenty of them. Yeah. When I was planting that lemongrass, there was a whole bunch of them helicopter seeds in there, so I'm going to have lots of maple trees growing But if I get them while they're young, I can pull them out or spray them. Yeah, that bully's, he's filling out now. He's starting to get some muscle on him. Yeah, you just keep growing, boy. 'Cause you got a job to do. It's what you're up here for. Yeah, you do your job. Or I'll have to replace you with somebody else. I got a younger one. I got your younger brother I want to bring up this fall. He's not even a year old yet. He'll be a year old June 2. You probably already 2 years old. I think you were born in April. Yeah. Oh, he's got a crying eye. What's that mean? That means something. What do you want? Want something from me? Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to train you to eat corn out of a bucket, wasn't I? I ain't got around to doing that yet. One of these days, dog. Yeah, I'll get around to it. That way I can get you to go in the trailer, or get you, if you're on the road, I can get you to come back with a bucket of corn instead of chasing you. I don't like chasing cattle. Yeah, I gotta watch his eyes now. Should be okay though. Probably just fly irritation. Okay, boy. You're munching away there. Okay. I'll let him be it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come back out and look at him, make sure he don't get out over there. I don't think he will. He can still go around and go through that single wire over there, and then if that happens, I'll have to put another wire that way from the gate down to the other fence. Everything else is double wire, but if he gets out here, well, then he's just back in his pasture, so that's okay. Yeah, I don't want him to get out on. I don't want him on the road. No, I don't think I've ever had a problem with them. They respect the single wire fence, but not you, bud. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's warming up. Yeah, today's a good day to plant that lemongrass. Nice and warm today. It was warm yesterday too, but. Are you looking for something? Don't eat my mulberries. That's the only ones I can reach. Yeah, yeah. I need to plant some more of those somewhere. Someplace where I can access them. Now, let's see what you're going to do down there. Just eat grass? Okay. Yeah. I'm just prolonging my outside visit. Oh, I can smell that skunk. I threw all those dead animals over that hill there, and one of them was a skunk. And that was months ago. And I don't think there's anything left except maybe the smell. The smell is the only thing left. Smells like a fresh skunk, though. I'm gonna walk down there and see what it looks like. What you doing there, bud? Oh, he sees that bucket. He sees that bucket. That's my rain bucket now. Better get shocked. Yeah. Okay. Now he's going over there. Yeah, I'm afraid he might get out up there too, so I gotta watch him. Yeah. I smell that skunk, but I don't think it's somewhere. Right now I don't smell it because it went from the south. It's coming from that direction. And there's all the pile of dead animals. Yeah, I see some skins. I had groundhogs and possums and raccoons and one skunk. Yeah, but I don't smell this. I don't smell the skunk right now. But if the wind's from this direction, I probably would. If it blows in from the bottom up, I could probably smell something. But right now, I don't smell it. Unless some animal got dragged. The skunk got dragged by the you call them buzzards. But I'll just wait and see. Well, you just behave yourself, boy, and don't get out on me. I don't want to be chasing you around the road again. Yeah, they got lots to eat out here now. Yeah. They kept that pretty well eaten down so far. I thought it would grow faster than that, but I sure got a lot of purple wild lilac down there outside the fence, but they can't reach it. I'll let that go to seed before I spray anything out there. Okay, there's the garden. There's my lemongrass, and I planted two plants. That's all that survived. Out of all those plants in buckets and containers, only 2 survived. Bud, you gonna hunt again? Yeah, he's on the prowl. Wind's from the east, I don't smell it. So I don't know where that skunk, there's the other cat. She's gonna have kittens soon. I think mama cat's pregnant too. She's got a belly. Hey, now I smell it. Somewhere over here, it's coming up the hill. But I can't pinpoint. I don't know exactly where it's coming from. If I could find it, I'd bury it. Yeah, it don't really bother me that much. Anyway, I need to go back in where it's cooler. Okay, they're good for a while. Yeah, he could go underneath that if he really wanted to. Hopefully he won't want to. Hopefully he'll stay where he's supposed to and just munch on the grass that's growing up here. But he's been out on the road before twice already this year, so he's got a taste of it. So now I can smell the skunk again. Whew. I'm gonna have to search for that one of these days and bury it if I can find it. Hey, Cupboard Bee. I'm gonna start working on you guys too eventually. Well, my indoor growing area is empty now, except for the aloe vera, which I always leave in here. I got some Christmas cactus upstairs in the spare room upstairs, up on top. It stays there too. In the past, I was taking them outside, but it gets too hot for them out there. They don't like it hot, even though it's called cactus. I guess they like it cooler. That's when they bloom, when the weather gets colder. Bully. Oh, it's garbage dumping day today too. I almost forgot. Yeah, I had some leftover asparagus that was too tough, so and I didn't have room in there. The rest of the asparagus, that's from the asparagus that I bought here a while back. Last week, I think. Anyway, I'm dumping it now. Well, last couple of weeks I've been eating some I call it avocado. That's not my favorite fruit. I mean, I can eat it. Doesn't taste bad. It just to me, it don't have much of a flavor at all. Anyway, but I eat it because it's supposed to have fiber or something. It's supposed to be good for me. My wife loved it. And of course, they have avocados growing everywhere in the Philippines. And I remember years ago, a long time ago, yeah, long time, years and years and years, we were dumping the garbage out here, and an avocado actually grew in the garden here. Yeah. And I grew some from seed too once. How do you do that? You put it on, put a toothpick in it and put it on top of a glass with water in it. Yeah, we got one to sprout that way. But the one that was grew in the thing, it grew until winter, and then that noise is from the tractor grading the road. Yeah, grading that rock road down there. Anyway, I'm done out here now. That's it, girls. Munch away. Munch away. I got some thistles out here I can see. Here's one. There's one there. I think I sprayed some of these the other day. I think I sprayed that one over there. Oh, maybe not. No, I guess not. No, that was up by my burning pile. Yeah, yeah, that's where yeah, anyway, I gotta go back in the house. Nice day to be outside, but uh, I'm not used to the heat yet. Yeah, I think that weed's wilting. The one over there is wilting. I can't tell about the others. But it should all be dying here pretty soon. Yeah, I sprayed it for weed killer on it the other day, yesterday. I heard a cat scream over there by the barn. Somebody's having a fight, cat fight. I didn't see any of them, but the neighbor's cats always hang out over there too. They always come here to eat my cat food, but I don't really mind too much. I like cats. Cats keep the mice away. So far, Bully's behaving himself and staying where he belongs. I'll come out later and check on him again. It's just after, it's around 4:30 p.m. and cattle are still out here eating in this area. And Bully's still in the, he didn't cross the fence yet, but he's getting close. Yeah, at least he didn't get out. That's good. Well, I'm going to head out to the big pasture now and let's see if I can spread a little grass seed. Well, they saw me. I'm out here now. Those two younger bulls. I think that one's a yearling. They're way in the back there by the fence. Bully's here, and so is Mama Cow. Oh, she likes to go underneath that rub. And there's a cow that's supposed to have a calf next. Oh, back that way. No, I'm not letting in another. I'm not going to open none of these gates. You got grass to eat, and you should still have some hay left up there too. Looks like they haven't been down here for a while. See, there's no footprints in the mud there till now. Yeah. I know you guys. They want to go out there because the grass is nice and big out there, but I'm not ready to let them out there yet. I'm going to hold off. I want it to get bigger. Big enough to maybe let the grass go to seed. Yeah. But that's where they want to go, I think. They see that tall grass there and they want to go out there. But not yet. They still got grass to eat there and they got hay on top. I think they should still have some left. Yeah. But it looks like they want something. But yeah, it looks like they want to go out there. But not today. Yeah. They love it out there though. Look at how grass is big out there. Yeah. Nice and big. But I came out here for another reason. I'm going to sow some grass up on top. So let's go ahead up there and get that done. And those two younger calves from last year. The white one's from last year too, but those two always hang out together. Yeah, I'll probably bring both of them up to the house this fall. Yeah, and that's the one that's going to have a calf next. Don't know when, but sometime. I haven't seen none of the babies yet. Should be 4 of them out here. One from her, one from her, one from her, and one from her. Yeah, that was the last one to have a calf. Yeah, I think she was second to have a calf. She was third. Their calves are probably all together somewhere on top. Okay, let's get going. Sun's warm. Yeah, the sun's beating down on me. It's hot, but not much wind either to cool me off. Oh, there they are, a gang of 4. There's a little one. The last one is that smaller one. Yeah, they hang out together now. They're headed down. Here they come. Yeah, you can tell who's the oldest, the big one here. And then the youngest is the smallest. And those two, the first and last, are both females. The two middle ones are bulls. Yeah. Cry if you want to. It's your party. Cry if you want to. Yeah. Boy, she looks small compared to her big sister. Oh, that's her mama. She's calling for her mama. Says, you left us. What'd you leave us for? They're all coming down to get a drink now, I think. Yeah. Look, she's afraid of that. She's afraid. She's not used to that. Yeah, she's afraid of that rubber thing. The rub. Oh, she made it. Oh, she made it that time. Okay, now she's gonna. She wants to get a drink. Yeah, the first one got a drink. I thought she was going to get a drink, but she just passed it up. Her mama's here. But the older one, she went to her mama. Let's see, those two belong to those two cows over there. And this one belongs to her here. Yeah, I think she's going to go back. Now she's going to go get a drink. She forgot why she came down here. Come on. Drink while you can. Must not be hungry. Yeah, those two aren't hungry either. There's their mamas. Yeah. Yeah, they got their babies back. Yeah, they like that oiler. They like to rub it on it. I need to charge it one of these days. That's what I forgot to do. I need to buy some. Next time I go shopping, I need to go buy some vegetable oil. That's what I used last year. I used to use diesel, but I decided it's probably not good for the cattle, so I used vegetable oil last year, and it works pretty good. Yeah, at least it won't hurt them. I still have to mix the the fly spray with it. Now that one's getting a drink. Oh, the other one's getting a salt. Yeah. Yeah, that one belongs to that red one over there. And she still didn't get a drink on her mama yet. Well, I can't wait around for you. I got something else to do while I'm out here. So let me go do it. Yeah, those two young bulls from last year. They're always hanging out together, and they're always usually far away from the herd. Like this fall, I'm going to move them to the house. Be with the Highlanders in case I have to sell them. Oh, there's somebody down by the bridge. I heard somebody, and I can see somebody with a green shirt on, hanging out down there. I had to close the gate behind me because I expect the cattle to come up, follow me, and I'm going to the other end of the pasture up here on top to sow some grass seed. Well, I'm pretty sure I fed the hay here. I'm not sure if it was down there. Might have been down there. I'm not sure, but I think I might have had one here and one down there. And then looks like they rolled one of them down that way. Oh no, maybe both of them were down there. I forgot. But I know they were on this end somewhere. So I'm sure they still got some hay to eat. Plus the old stuff that was left over from weeks before. Cattle are still way down there on the other side of the oiler. Yeah. But got something to do up here, so let me go do it. I'm headed down there to spread grass seed on that earthworks that we worked on here a while back. I should have planted grass seed right away, but I forgot. Actually, I didn't have any grass seed, that's why. And I kept forgetting. Yeah, should have planted it before that rain. That would have worked out perfect, but oh well. I'll get it on now. Yeah, I'm going to spread grass on all this stuff here. I'm not going to put no grass on top of that because I might need to have that dug again. But I'll put some on here. I probably don't need to put none there either. Yeah, in case we need to dig some more. But I'll put some on here. Yeah. That's one I use. I got a bucket of grass seed. Fescue. They call it Kentucky 31. And then there's my little spreader. I used to have I still got the old-fashioned one. The one that had like a wooden bottom and it had a cloth bag. But the bag got all tore up, so I haven't used it. And I picked that one up at some auction somewhere. But it's stuck with a mud dauber's nest underneath there. Yeah. Because this is where the seed comes out. But there's a mud dauber's in there. I got to dig that out of there to get it to turn again. Well, I couldn't break it loose, so I put some water in there. Yeah, maybe that'll soften it up and get it out better that way. Yeah, that's one thing about mud daubers. They clog up stuff, especially on the engine. Well, the water did the trick. Let's see if I can roll that around. Yeah, there it is. Ah! I don't want it falling apart on me. Yeah, got it. Okay. Let's flush it out now. Well, I got to work again. I'm not sure which way I got to turn, but it's working. I got to put the seed in now. I filled that up. I got about half a bucket left. I think once I'm done here, I guess I'm going to spread some on the top, at least the top part of the pasture road there, from the gate down, about halfway down, where the grass is thin. Don't know if it'll grow. I should have done it earlier, but I keep forgetting. Cattle came back up. I think that cow's eating hay because there's no grass there in the middle. Yeah. Calves came up anyway. And there's a heifer over here on this side, on the right side. I think that all the calves came up with the one cow, with these few cows. The other ones might be behind them too. We'll see. There's a few young ones from last year. Look at that new white cow. She's pushing some other calf away from her calf. Protective. Oh, yeah, I think all the other cattle are coming in. Yeah, they're coming up. Probably to see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm ready to seed this. I'll just walk up and down, seeding it until I think it's thick enough. Yeah, it would have been much better to have that seeded right after they finished the work, when the ground was soft and loose. Oh well, better late than never. Made it over here. Yeah, and some of them were going across the pond dam. But at least that fence is working. I put that double strand on there, the second strand, and I got it electrified, so they're not bothering it no more. But they can still come around and drink the other three sides. Yeah, they must think I'm going to give them something. Look at all the calves on the dam. Oh, that one went back to its mama, the white one, the white cow. The other three, looks like they got some babysitters, or should I say calf sitters. Okay, I got work to do. But I made one pass down this side. I'm gonna go down a few more times just to make sure I get it thick. I don't spread that thick right away. So I may have to repeat myself a few times. Oh, here's something different. Yeah. Look at those calves. This dead tree here was standing up next to that little one there. And this here, I put these limbs here from when I cut off all this dead tree. Yeah, I put them there because that's where that pipe, where that yellow poles are, pipe goes down, and but that won't hurt it because that'll keep the cattle from walking on top of that pipe because it goes right to the water's edge. Yeah. I guess that's good that it fell down without hitting the cow. Okay, coming. Well, hopefully the cattle will press the seed into the ground for the next drain. Okay, let me continue my spreading. Cattle might even try to eat the seed if it's just laying on top of the ground. Well, that's one round trip. I'm gonna do another one just to be sure. Mama cow wanted to see what I was doing. That cow's peeing in the water. Hi, Mama cow. There's some other babies over there. That's her baby here. Well, it looks like you can't play King of the Hill no more because the hills are gone. That one and that one. Yeah. Yeah, I think the cattle like it out here. Oh, they have to. That's all they got. That's all they've known. They were all born here. She was born here. Her mama was born here. Oh, no. Her mama, let's see. Her mama was born up at the barn. Yeah, to a full-blood. Her grandmother was a full-blood Piedmontese. And her grandpa was a Highland bull. One of the ones I had up at the house a long time ago. Yeah. But Bully was born out here to a white cross, Italian cross, white cow. Maybe it was a heifer. I forget. Hey, little Bully, you gonna grow up to be like your papa? Huh? That's her fifth calf. That white bull's their fifth calf, and he's even old already. And she's, I don't know how old she is. February 18th, put it that way. And today's April 23, so she's over 2 months old. Brother and sister right there. I better check my bucket before the cow get the grass to eat. I stepped into a muddy soft spot right there. Must have been a big puddle there and it had water in it, and I sank right down. Got my foot all muddy. I have to go barefoot now. Well, I got 2 rounds on it. Plus, this last round I put some in there. Yeah. She's with her calf now, and I don't know where her calf is. But everybody else is here. Yeah, they're back to eating grass. They got plenty of grass to eat. Oh, there he is. Her calf is that one down there. That's her calf. That's her calf from last year too. Her calf. She was the first calf heifer this year. That was her first calf. Nice looking calf and cow too. I like her. And if I have to sell anybody, I'll sell her and her 2 babies, because I don't really need them. Yeah, everybody else, I might have plans for the black one, but him, he's either going to get eaten or sold. And her calf down there, same thing, either be eaten or sold. I haven't decided what to do with that one yet. If anything, just wait and see. Look at how they I always thought they never ate the multi-flower rose, but they do. They keep it picked down. It's got thorns on it, so they can only eat the top, the tender leaves on top. When they get down to thorns, they can't eat those. They got to eat them while they're still young. Yeah. Where'd her calf go? Oh, her calf's over there. And she's eating on the rose bush too. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm done up here on this end. Let me go get some grass on that pasture road now on the top. Good thing I brought some water with me, because I got a muddy leg. Yeah, that's what I was wearing. Those flip-flops. Or in Visaya, they call it Tanilus. T-C-I-N. Sinilus with a T. Sinilus. Okay, I gotta rinse all this mud off. I didn't think there was that much mud in that little hole. But it was. Got that calf lay down in the shade of its mama. Yeah, smart calf. Yeah. Hope mama don't move, or you'll get in the sun. Well, got my flip-flop a little bit cleaner. And everybody's back to eating grass. Yeah, my leg's a little cleaner now. As soon as I was up here, I decided to check both fences, north fence and south fence. They're both working perfect. Yeah, sunny day. I expected them to be working on a sunny day. Yeah. Oh, Mama cow. She thinks I'm going to give her something. You want to go into that other pasture by the road, don't you? You just have to wait. I'm not ready yet. Probably wait till about the middle of May. Yeah, I can't remember. I don't forget when I think it was the beginning of April when I closed that off. Right before that flood. The last flood. I think it was beginning April. I think. I'm not sure anymore. Yeah. But the grass is growing here, so I think they'll be okay. They got lots of grass here to eat. Plus I give them hay. I'll probably give them hay again this weekend. Probably Friday. I gave them Friday last week. And they still got some old hay there they can eat if they really get hungry. Anyway, I got to get going. I got to get some more grass seed spread on that road. The youngest calf is over there, laying down. That's her calf. And the oldest calf is right here on the left. I'm not sure about that one. But that one over there that just laid down, oh, that's the second one over there. Yeah, that's the second one. And then that's the third one over there on the right. So the calves are spread out right now. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and 4. With one more on the way, and that cow's down there in that branch. Okay, I'm headed that way toward the gate. Sow some more grass seed. See, he's still eating that hay. And that was maybe a couple or 3 weeks ago. So they can still eat this stuff if they want to. Yeah, if they get the urge. Yeah. But they prefer the green grass. So would I. I was them. Okay, I got work to do. Yeah, that's a heifer. Yeah, I think she's gonna get bred. I see her udder. It's not developed yet, so I don't think she's bred yet. But who knows? She could be. She got long legs. I like her. And she's not too wild either, so that's good. Only thing I don't like about her is that she's got that pink nose. Yeah, I would prefer to have a black nose, but oh well. Take what I can get. Yeah, take what I can get. I'm glad this fence is, I beefed this fence up, because in the past, like that, they only had a 2-strand wire. They would go right through that. Somebody would, especially reaching underneath. But now we got that barbed wire there, and it's higher, so hopefully they won't touch that wheat. That's the one I have to keep the weed sprayed, so you don't get tempted. But now that wheat's so close, I don't think they can reach under there, but I won't know until later. There's the first and third calves. There's the second calf from a heifer. And the fourth one is laying on the other side. Now I'm not going over there. There's Mr. Bully. He's the king of this herd. Yeah, he's 10 years old this year. I'm pretty sure he's 10 years old. I think he was born 2015 in the spring. So, okay. Let's head on down to the road. Sure would like to make a road here. Yeah, but it's gonna be a long time before that happens, if it happens. It's gonna cost a lot of money to push these trees out, and then it'll need a track hoe, maybe even a bulldozer to go with it. But trees have to be removed that way and that way. The smaller ones, the big ones, I can work around them down there. Some big ones down there we can work around. But once the trees are cleared, then a ditch dug here all the way down, the dirt thrown on here. Same thing on this side. Trees are moved out of the way, and then the dirt ditch dug that way, and dirt piled on top, just like my other road. And it's going to go right through there, right, just about where the water flows. After the road's built, then the water will go on either side. Yeah. But that'll have to be a long time coming. Well, like I said, I'm gonna sow some grass on the road, at least on this top half of the road down there. Fill it. Hopefully I get some more grass to grow there. The bottom is already covered with grass, so that's not a problem. But up here, the soil was kind of too much clay. I unrolled a couple hay bales here. Was it last year or the year? Yeah, last year, last fall. So I was hoping I'd improve the soil a little bit. All it did was make it a mess up here on top because it got too soft. But now it's pretty hard. And also going to sow some grass seed here. Maybe thicken this up too if I can. Yeah. Problem is the water runs off and it washes all the seed away. That's the problem. Anyway, I'm going to get that done now. Sun's getting lower. It's probably around 6 p.m. Sun goes down around 7:30. Well, I sowed grass seed all the way down and all the way back. And I sowed grass seed here before, and it just doesn't seem like it wants to grow. This is all mostly clay, like that over there. Clay hill was dug out and dumped here. There's no topsoil. I think my best thing that I could do here is get a load of rock and just spread a path up the middle. That's the best thing I should do. Yeah. I'm kind of afraid to bring a full load of rock across that bridge. I don't really know how strong it is, especially on the approaches. Yeah. Anyway, I still got some work to do on that bridge. Got some holes to fill in from the flood. And This lasted this long without rock. If I can get some grass to grow, it'll do better. Yeah, we'll see. Since the ground's so hard here, when the water does come down, it washes all the grass seed down too, I think. Well, there's no wind. There's no waves on the water, except for where the water's flowing down there. I see some white plastic over there. Yeah, it must have came from upstream. Yeah, because I don't use that type of plastic. I use net wrap, and that's not net wrap. Besides, my net wrap putting me down here. It's all on top. That probably coming from my other neighbor there, down on the neighbor who raises cattle on the way to the farm. Well, it ain't going anywhere, so let's just leave it alone. Okay, let's head back to the house. Yeah, I could use some rock on this approach too. Yeah, but one thing at a time. Got to have the money first, which I don't have right now. Well, the grass is growing. Cows would love to come in here, but I want it to get bigger. Maybe by the middle of May, I'll let them in. Might even wait till the end of May. As long as they got something to eat on the other side, I ain't too worried about it. If I have to, I'll just keep feeding them hay. Yeah, I got plenty extra. But you don't want to waste it. Yeah, just let it grow for a little longer. Last year it was real tall. I think I kept them out here the whole month of May. I think, because it was big when I let them in. Yeah. Yeah. I also need to beef up that area there with more posts. Eventually I want 8 more posts in there, starting between this post, that power pole, and that one. So I want every other one, in between every other one. Yeah, so I need 8. One on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 more. If I can't get this side done first, I need to at least do that end, because that's where the strongest water flows, on that end. I need to get at least 4 posts down in there first, if I can't do it all at once. But like I said, I gotta wait till I have some more money to spend on that. Cement, I need 16 bags of cement and 8 more posts. And I think the posts were, what? I forget the post. Let me think now. Around $15 or more. Maybe 16 something. No, let's just say 15. 4 times 15 is 60, right? Yeah, 60. And a bag of cement is about $6. So I'll need an 8. So 8 times 6 is 48. Let's say 50. 50 and 60s, that's $110 just for 4 posts. 110, I need $220 or more to do the whole section down there. Yeah, but I gotta protect my fence from floods, and that seemed to work on the last one, but the last one wasn't all that high, so it wasn't it was a good test, but I want to make it stronger than that. And before I let the cattle back in here, I need to mow this side. I need to mow at least once on the inside, and then I'm going to blow all the grass underneath the fence. And I need to burn all that flood debris that I pulled away from the fence. I need to burn that too. Maybe I can do that tomorrow. It's drier. Sun's been shining the last couple of days anyway. I'm in no hurry to cut grass yet. Cattle are right in here anyway, so it doesn't matter. Looks like the road people did some patching. They got some asphalt in a little ditch here above the culvert. That's where the water goes in from the road. when it rains. Oh well, that's good. Oh, the white bull's still in. He's right there. Yeah, that's good. I don't have to worry about him now. Only when I put him in the front yard pasture, which I can't do until I get another wire strung there on the other side of those bales. I need to double it up so he don't go underneath it. Oh, it's past 6:30 p.m. I've got another hour for the sunset, I think. Yeah, I'm ready to call it a day. Oh, at least I got something done. Me and my shadow, we make a good team. Bees are buzzing around me. But I don't see none under the carport, just on the outside. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'm killing bees. I haven't seen nothing on the ground yet, though. Hi, bud. Come here. Good boy. What you doing? What are you looking for? Huh? Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah. You're a good boy. Yeah, who's your sister? She gonna have babies soon? Huh? You're gonna be an uncle. Uncle Bud. And I'll call you Uncle Bud. Just don't run off like your big brother did last year. Yeah. Yeah, he was the one who jumped on my shoulders all the time. Yeah. But he was a good cat. So are you. But since you're a male, sooner or later you're going to take off too. That's your nature. Anyway, I guess I'll leave him in here all night. Bully didn't get out in the daytime, so right, Bud? Yeah, Bud will keep an eye on him. You chase him back in if he gets out, okay, Bud? Okay, Bud? Yeah. Yeah, you keep him in. Yeah, good boy. Yeah. Well, I'm done for today. I think I'll call it the end right here. Catch you on the next one. Bye. There's another one eating my mulberries before they get ripe. Those are the only ones I have to pick. The low-hanging ones, but oh, you got to eat them. Huh. Yeah, these two. It's gonna be hard to pick anything from now on. Cattle ate them off, most of them off last year. Oh no, they weren't here last year. That's right. I had a bunch to pick last year. Yeah. But they don't. All these limbs here looks like they're dying. Yeah. Anyway, that's okay. As long as I get a few. The big one over by the pond, it don't have berries on them. All right, you guys, stop fighting. Mama cow. Well, Bud, once you get strong enough to dominate her, I think you'll be the boss here. Yeah, you got some weight. You got to gain some weight before that happens. She's heavier than you, but you're trying, aren't you? Oh, you're getting there. Got some growing up to do. And she outreaches you with her horns too. It'll be a long time before your horns are that big. But your head might be harder. Anyway, that's enough. Yeah, I hope the lemongrass does well this year. I'm only starting out with 2, so let's see how they grow. All right, you two. I'll leave you to it. Catch you on the next one.